So it's the best TV intros of the 1980s.
Where everybody knows your name.
Knight Rider, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist.
According to our new arrival, life is more than mere survival.
And if you can find them, maybe you can hire the A-Team.
So 1980, we're going to have a couple shows here that gave us big time actors.
But it's a hotel for women. Okay, we made one adjustment.
Now these other ladies know us as Buffy and Hildegard.
But they also know us as Kip and Henry, Buffy and Hildy's brothers.
Yep, we're going to give Magnum PI the win for 1980. 1981, we're going to start off with a very different type of show. This is something that I don't have anything like this before it on this list here.
What you are witnessing is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in a California municipal court. Both parties have agreed to dismiss their court cases and have their dispute settled here in our forum, the People's Court.
We're going to get into another nighttime soap opera. And we have a couple of different one-hour shows here.
Is watch my leading ladies kiss some other guy while I'm bandaging my knee. I might fall from a tall building, I might roll a brand new car, 'cause I'm the unknown stuntman that made Redford such a star.
And lastly, we have this kind of quirky little superhero action comedy series.
Suddenly I'm up on top of the world. Should have been somebody else. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me.
So out of these, I'm going to give it to a very unusual winner. That's going to be the People's Court. So 1982, let's just start off with 3 sitcoms.
What would we do, baby, without us? And there ain't no nothing we can't love each other through. What would we do, baby, without us? Sha-la-la-la.
Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name.
We're going to have this show that tries to make itself look like a nice big high-tech thing.
Michael Knight, a young loner on a crusade to champion the cause of the innocent, the helpless, the powerless, in a world of criminals who operate above the law.
And then this show here that shows us that Pierce Brosnan had in fact been playing James Bond for several years. But the winner for 1982 is going to be Cheers, Where Everybody Knows Your Name. That's a classic song and a classic intro. 1983, this is a very famous action show.
Today, still wanted by the government, they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the A-Team.
We're going to have a premiere of a children's television show, which is going to feature a future Star Trek actor.
I can go anywhere, friends to know and ways to grow, a reading rainbow.
And another classic game show with another classic theme song that is still around now.
Look at this studio, filled with glamorous prizes, fabulous and exciting merchandise.
1983 was a good year for cartoons because here are 3 classic animated series.
It's been a while, but we're back with style, so get to have some fun. We'll bring you action and satisfaction. We're the Chipmunks.
Fabulous secret powers were revealed to me the day I held aloft my magic sword and said, "By the power of Grayskull!"
So we're going to have the A-Team win on this one, just barely narrowing out Inspector Gadget. 1984. All right. Well, the first thing I'm going to start off with is a show that I'm not going to put in here for consideration, and that is The Cosby Show. And that is, number 1, Screw Bill Cosby. Number 2, they used a different theme song every year, so it's not like there was one theme that was associated with the show that I could choose. And number 3, Screw Bill Cosby. But what I do have is 3 other sitcoms with classic themes for you.
Charles in charge of our days and our nights. Charles in charge of our wrongs and our
Take a chance and face the wind. An open road and a road that's hit. Brand new life around the bend. There were times lost a dream or two.
And we have another game show that had been around on and off the air a number of times. And this one had used a particular piece of music. They actually took that theme and made it the main theme of the show.
These 3 contestants will compete today on Jeopardy! And now, here's the host of Jeopardy, Mr. Alex Trebek!
And we're going to go with 3 one-hour shows here, ranging from action shows to dramas to whodunits. And that last one of the 3 there, Murder, She Wrote, is going to take the win. Now, 1985, we're going to start off with a number of sitcoms again.
Thank you for being a friend.
travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true, you're a pal and a confidant.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cared when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared.
As long as we got each other, we got the world spinning right in our hands, baby, you and me. We gotta be the luckiest dreamers who never quit dreaming.
And she'll make your heart take flight. La 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 la. She's fantastic, made of plastic.
But we also have this classic action show. But we are going to give 1985 to The Golden Girls. So for 1986, we're going to start off with a very different sitcom. We're going to have two shows here with songs that are kind of in that same style, that kind of Dixieland jazz style. And we're going to have an animated show here that came around because of a major blockbuster film. And you're like, wait, what the heck was that, Jeremy? That is not Ghostbusters. Well, okay, so there was like this show that was called Ghostbusters that had aired previously. And the people that had the rights to that decided that after the film came out and was so huge that they would make their own little animated show calling it Ghostbusters just because they could. Well, the people that made the film wanted to make a animated show based off of their film Ghostbusters, and so they had to go and use a slightly different title with The Real Ghostbusters to give us this intro. Lastly, we are going to have this children's program with This Strange Little Man.
Once again, it's time to let down your hair. TV sure excited, those friends have been invited to the wacky TV Playhouse.
Okay, yeah, so that happened. Like, man, it was the 80s. I don't know, I was 6. But we're going to give this winner to Matlock. So 1987, let's start off with our little roll of sitcoms here.
Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, everywhere you face somebody who needs you.
Love and marriage go together like a horse and carriage. This I tell you, brother, you can't have one without the other. Oh, would you like to swing on a star? Carry moonbeams home in a jar. And be better off than you are. You could be swinging on a star.
Okay, so I threw in another little sneaky deep cut there because Out of This World was just like, that was a bizarre premise. It was like her dad was an alien and she had special powers, but he had to go back to his planet and they could only talk to him with this little crystal thing that sat on their table. And her dad was voiced by Burt Reynolds. What is this insanity? But speaking of Space things here. We have a revival of a classic television show.
To boldly go where no one has gone before.
And let's get a couple of cartoons for good measure here.
Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales, woo! Every day they're out there making DuckTales, woo! And the evil Shredder attacks. These turtle boys don't cut no slack. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Splinter taught them to be ninja teens.
And a show that had a premise talking about things that had happened recently, things that were strange and mysterious and unsolved.
This program is about unsolved mysteries. What you're about to see is not a news broadcast.
I'm going to give it to Married with Children because I think that's probably the most famous one here. 1988 is going to give us a drama based off of a film. We're going to have this sitcom. And we also have a show that, while kind of being a comedy of a bit, wasn't a sitcom that was had a laugh track on it. It was just kind of a fun coming of age series. And we're going to give the win for 1988 to The Wonder Years. So 1989, well, let's just roll this first show because you know what it's about.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Cops is filmed on location as it happens. All suspects are considered innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
We have a very famous teenage sitcom that I definitely remember.
It's alright, 'cause I'm staying by the bed. If the teacher bumps a test, I know I'm in a mess. And the dog ate all my homework last night. Riding low in my chair, she won't know that I'm there. If I could hand it in tomorrow, it'll be alright.
We have this series, which I honestly thought started later than it did. This one had a theme song that would play, but it had the lead actor, who was a stand-up comedian, doing some of his bits over that theme song.
And out is one of the single most enjoyable experiences of life. People, you know, people talk about we should go out. This is what they're talking about. This whole thing, we're all out now. No one is home. Not one person here is home. We're all out.
And an animated show, not an animated show for kids, but... But we're going to give this 1989 win to Cops because bad boys, what you gonna do? So that's the 1980s. I've got another video coming up from the 90s all the way up to the 2010s. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and a like. You can also go down into the comment section and let me know what you think down there. And you can also subscribe to my channel to make sure that you catch all the videos that I post so you don't miss anything. We'll see you around next time.